a little punk rock poet tonight. First reading in Seattle ever, actually. This is called The State of Things. Rosehip blossoms tangle around cobalt dumpsters in urban wasteland drive-in movie complex, screening the last showing of The Wild One before Brando went bottoms up on the dark side of the moon in SPF 750 on a gluttonous binge of lamb quarter and beef stroganoff just deserves. The last rebel without a cause died with Generation X in fashion with James Dean, whose head went pattering down the cold asphalt of Lonesome Night into nothing because the hard road tasted better than sweet success, whose teeth and brain spackled the ceiling of a cold garage that was warmer than the caress of Nurse Ratched in Hospitals of the Mind, whose flannel shirts dripped with blood and ooze as the last flag of liberation from the senses and from you, signaling the break from pop and pomp in a last-ditch effort to admit that we are killing ourselves to live, where an attempt was made on the life of society in an act of self-destruction that dared the rest of us to wade into the drowning waters of the piper's command by blasts of a flute so beautiful that we decided rock and roll was worth dying for. A sacrificial passage into the void that burned with lightning blasts from electric guitars and static sick amplifiers, we cut our wrists in blood and candles that beheld visions of punk rock past and hardcore future, present at the whim of when we decided to step off the platform into the blinding silhouette of rail train light. When tender-toned faggots threw blows back into cruel-spoken adversaries who said they would soon fall victim to unclean, victim to queer cancer in Christ, and drugged their knuckles through broken glass and kept their chins up in the face of evangelism and silent hatred, asking only for a glass of milk. The balls of creativity were on the cutting board of culture, and Billow the Clown is assurance that your children would only listen to music that was government approved and become rotting vegetables in the garden of fascist entitlement and fruitless filler for empty hearts and shallow minds. Charlton Heston gave Moses a gun with which to part the Red Sea and declared the poor and destitute as damn dirty apes, before he told your kids to kill their classmates in hapless, inarticulate rage that rang through the televisions of every crying parent's home and dared to call us conformists for renouncing the wanton weapons of war. We beat our drums and painted our faces with charcoal mud in reaching for primal recognition of our past lives before confronting the monster that would drag us away into the howling breeze to be found in morning wrap, in cellophane wrappers with Hallmark cards clenched in our teeth. We lost our minds and lost our souls and lost our dignity at the promise of police military action against ourselves in a state of things to come and things that never were. At the water cooler gatherings vested in slacks and ties as fit for the high council that would choose our destinies in belief that we had no reason to create our own. We polished our shoes and dusted our mantles and moved back in with our parents in the receding tide, leaving us salted in season for conglomerate feastings, and became afraid to look out our windows for fear of starting a fight with the unsightly neighbors. In wake of hysteria, it has become easier to wear smiles on porcelain faces and clench bleeding palms tighter against the barbed wire fences corralling students and teachers in standardized versions of America that liquidate those who do not answer every question with empire. The sun is setting in ashes and the western wind blows cold. My shoes are filling with blood, leaving tracers in the evening snow. Do not let me die alone.